Hello there, people. We are live. Late, but we are live, and that's the most important.
Brother. Good morning.
Good morning. Good evening to everybody.
Good evening. Okay.
Yeah, whatever it is. It is daytime in your background, but in my background, it's nighttime.
Yes, my background.
What's good, everybody? I'm GoStoner, always with the blunt news. What is good, brother? How has your week been so far?
My week has been good. My week has been filled with self-exploration, self-inventory, growth.
I like hearing that. We love when life is filled with growth.
They don't call it growing pains for nothing.
They sure don't. Well, some things we wanted to talk about that are pretty important that's going on in the world today. Obviously, yes, I'm sure everybody is paying attention to the Derek Chauvin trial right now. We don't want to call it the George Floyd trial because George Floyd is not on trial here. Derek Chauvin is.
I would easily say that we could call it the George Floyd trial.
He's not on trial.
But that's what they're doing. That's what everybody's doing.
That's a good point. That is a good point. They are putting his likeness, his demeanor, everything that he's been through in his life on trial, even though we know that's not what's happened here. We do know that the trial took a weird spin at the end of the week last week. They threw the carbon monoxide buzz at the end right there that could get a juror to go, you know what, maybe it was the carbon monoxide, and then it's fucking out the window. What do you think about something like that it could easily be?
I think in this day and age, I think with the availability of information, the fact that they handpicked this jury, so I gotta think that it's possible they could, slip that little deception in there, but I think for the most part, I don't think there's a soul that hasn't seen the video.
Right.
From different angles, different cameras that were recording.
Yeah.
I don't think it's even the people who were so gung-ho, like, yeah, he resisted. It's good for, now they're looking at it and going, oh, I didn't realize.
I didn't realize. Yeah.
I didn't realize. Yeah. Because you didn't open your fucking eyes.
This is the first one when you say that. This is the first one, and they've mentioned it where the thin blue line breaks a little bit, where we've seen cops within his own precinct, his boss on trial, going against him. That's literally the most interesting part, I think, of the trial for me. We've never seen that something like that before.
So here's my thought process on it. For years, as a society, as a culture, you can literally say the last 100 years. Just
that's what we are. Yes, a society and culture.
Break it down to 100 years because of modern technology.
Sure.
So once the telephone came into play, police across an area could communicate with each other, and then it was, oh no, hey, you got to have my back on this. We got to stick together.
Right.
And I get, look,
that's dangerous.
Let me tell you, I'll make it quick. I wanted to be a cop.
You too.
I would have not been one of those type of cops. I mean, I know myself, but I would be in the same scenario going, oh my God, that's my cop brother or cop sister. What should I do? And
wow.
I get where they're coming from, because you go into a family and you become a family. And I get it. No one's stupid enough not to get it.
Yeah.
But when you see someone committing murder, you step in and stop it. You do something about it.
You say it. You say it loud and clear, bro. I don't understand how you could sit there for as long as you sit there and just go, this is okay.
And watch.
Fine. I was trained differently, but that's okay. I'm with you, and this is something we just found out about each other. I also wanted to be a cop growing up. It's astronaut, it's fireman, it's scientist, doctor, lawyer. I wanted to be a cop. Being physical, running around, chasing the bad guy. I also didn't like weed back then. But even when I started liking weed, I wanted to become a cop because I wanted to do good. I grew up in Toms River, New Jersey, where cops are loved and throughout the town. And we were what is classified today as a bootlicker, as a collective society. everybody wanted to be either a Dover Township cop or a Seaside police officer. Why either or? Most people want to be the Seaside police officer because it was the easier job. You know, everybody's at the Jersey Shore hanging out, seeing, you know, just having fucking fun and doing shenanigans because, you know, those cops just got the fucking shenanigans. Hey, Mashup, I think, knows a lot about these Seaside guys. But anyway, fucking these guys, that's how we grew up, right? So when I was there living that life, I was about it. Even if I was, you know, smoking weed and shit, I was still, we still play like cops. You know, we supported them. We let them know like if shit was going down. We were apologetic. We were very nice and cordial to them. And they weren't with us, but we just learned to respect them and live that life. And then later, once I left that bubble, I learned differently. The people that are still there, they're still bootlicking. Mm-hmm. Most, not all of them, a lot of them. I'm going to say 75%. And it sucks.
It's every, in general, in general, it's a lot. It not classifies. It's what's the word? It's I don't know. Lack of a better word. It's similar. It's a lot of suburban areas are the same like that. All the cops are revered. They're respected. You know, you don't walk up to a cop and go, nee, 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 nee. You know,
no,
I never did. I get it. The guy has a badge and a gun. If he wants to, he can kill you.
Right. But, and we were fine with that. Like, yeah, whatever. That's just what that's their job. Because we were going to respect that of them.
But now it's become, you know, back when I was younger, you didn't hear so much. But as I got older and things got out, oh, they caught this on tape, or oh, they got this, and oh, they got this recording, and then it started becoming so exposed.
This is what did it, dude, because you got to think about it. Who was fucking carrying around that big camcorder back in the day? I know, I sure as fuck wasn't, and I know most of them weren't.
And remember the Rodney Thing King?
Yeah.
Rodney King.
That was like the first we all kind of saw.
The first time we saw cops just boom, 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 beating. There was 10 of them kicking him, punching him, whacking him, and we were watching it like, holy shit!
This shouldn't happen, but I burn that fucking city to the ground. We all were kind of in agreements, and I was a kid when that was happening. And I know my parents, I think at the time, were for it. They're like, wow, this is fucked up. Jim Crow footage. Exactly, bro. Yeah, it's exactly.
Listen, my dad, I'll tell you a little quick story. My dad, no longer, he's passed away a long time already, but he was born in 43. So in the 50s and 60s, he saw all of that stuff, and he was active in the civil rights movement. He
really active.
Active. Like he had met Martin Luther King Jr. There's a picture of him with Dr. King and Reverend Jackson in my mom's, like, you know, boxes of pictures. I mean, I'd have to dig through it.
Yeah.
But he was there. He was in sit-ins. They took turns, like 6-hour shifts at lunch counters doing stuff. And he's got a whole bunch of arrest record in the South, and he told me all about that. And
Jewish man.
Yeah.
See, father, same kind of age. My dad was born in 34. Did not do West Philadelphia, born and raised. Did not do any of that. Went to school Wilt Chamberlain. Did not do any of that. In fact, is on the total other side of the spectrum now.
Yeah. My mom was similar to that. As I'm older now, I can kind of look back and go, wow, my family was, you know, not my mom, but, you know, how she grew up, her family, they're kind of a little racist. kind of a little racist. You know?
Yeah, that side is
kind of call it what it is. You know,
is that in New York? Is that the New York side?
Well, they were all New York.
They're all New York. Okay. My New York side is extremely. They're deep Long Island.
No, all my family was New York. So
it's terrible. But this leads us to kind of what we have an issue with in this society, and what we've been talking about is too many cop murders. Because what's going on as that Chauvin trial is happening, what happens fucking right down the fucking road, and what happens with we'll get back to that, but the Army lieutenant thing, In Virginia. That one got to me because
that was North Carolina.
No, it was Virginia. It was by Virginia Beach area, Norfolk area, or whatnot.
No,
not North Carolina.
Wasn't it North Carolina, South Carolina?
No. There was a shooting in South Carolina. There was a mass shooting.
Maybe I got the geography mixed up. Yeah. Anyway, I watched the video.
Yeah.
The first of all, from somebody who's seen it, he was on something. He was on something at that moment. Whether it was just roids, maybe there was a prescription medication malfunction.
You're talking about the officer,
the army guy who was pushing the black kid.
What are you talking about? The army guy pushing the black kid? Hold on, we're in a different conversation here.
Oh, you're talking about the black army officer who got stopped at the traffic stop and maced.
Pepper sprayed. Yeah.
No, I'm not talking about.
What's this story you're speaking about?
This is the army sergeant. I think it was North Carolina, South Carolina.
Okay.
This black guy and his friend are walking around their neighborhood. They literally live down the road.
Oh, yes. That was in Columbia, South Carolina. You are correct.
South Carolina.
Yes.
Don't fucking argue with me. If I know I'm right, I'm right.
Dude, this racist shit is happening everywhere. See, this is what we're trying to prove right there.
He comes out and he's flexing. He's got his shoulders turned up. And like I've been around guys like that. I understand he was either on roids at that moment. He was prescription was wrong. Maybe he does coke. I don't know.
Drunk as fuck. He was drunk. It seemed like it was a weekend block party situation.
No, his arms were shaking. Look at the video. His arms were
I gotta watch
like
that again.
this.
Okay.
I told you I study people's body language.
Because dude was like, you smell drunk. But at the same time,
he could have had a few beers. That's really not going to change anything. He's still a dick.
Right.
Not going to change anything.
Fierce dick, bro.
He just becomes uninhibited dick, you know.
South Carolina wasn't having it though, because they came out in droves and they fucking protested at his house, which I love, man.
I thought that was phenomenal. They came immediately, all these people, and stood in front of his house, and they had about 400, 500, 600 people just in front of his house.
We had to get the cops and everything.
Come out and push me. Come push me. I don't live here. Come push me.
And that kid apparently does live there.
He lives right down the fucking road.
It's just incredible that this, again, I shouldn't be surprised because we see it so often more now than we ever did because of those beautiful cell phones. It's incredible.
The army said he's got to go. We don't condone this. He has no place in the army. All the local law enforcement there say we're investigating. What do you need to investigate? There's the video. Nothing. What do you need to investigate?
Guy's an asshole. He's obvious. He's an obvious asshole.
But here's what I said, because I talked about this a couple days ago when it happened.
Okay.
Nobody in this guy's family ever pulled him to the side and said, you got to stop. Like, obviously his whole family knows he's racist. Obviously he's sat in his house going N-word this and N-word that and fucking
you have, okay, so speaking from somebody that has this in a personal scenario in life, right? Have you been to a Thanksgiving dinner with your brother, your father, or somebody who's just starch that side of the fence, and everything you say is dumb and fucking stupid, and they just shut it down no matter what, and it's just like, all right, whatever. Well, that's his household.
That's our country right now. That's our country. Half the population thinks that all black people are evil, all Hispanic people are rapists and drug lords.
Welcome to his life. Mashup. Welcome to his life.
Oh yeah. Like every that's half the country.
Yeah. He shuts it down. You could see the intimidation factor when he's talking to you. So in his household, nobody's going to tell him what for. Mm-hmm. In the army, nobody's supposed to tell him what's for.
He's the sergeant. He's the tough guy who moved up in the ranks.
Yeah. Why? Racism. It always goes back to that one fucking thing.
Think about how he was raised. Think about his father.
Coddled, entitled.
Shit he must have beaten into his head. And
Southern Columbia.
Probably physically beat him too. So he got the emotional abuse and the physical abuse, and he's just continuing the pattern.
Mm-hmm.
This is where I say it starts with education, and education has to be universal. It has to be across the country. Everybody's got to learn the same thing.
Yeah.
So, different countries don't teach you differently based on if you're in the north, south, east, or west. Only we do. The only
That's so true. Whatever textbook is fucking popular in that sort of in that part of the country is the one you're going to be reading.
It's horrible.
Yep, that's what's going to bring your kids up.
But that's a problem. So he's just continuing that. So now his children will have to unlearn those things from him. But nobody in his family said to him, "Stop. It's too much. You need to look." Even warn him. Look, everybody's got their camera out nowadays. You're gonna get in trouble.
Actually, I think in the video, right, the woman or whoever somebody was egging him on.
That was his wife.
That was his wife, right? Okay, so yeah, so instead of saying stop, people are inciting him and saying, "Yo, punch that guy," and it's like, dude, you're right. At what point are you going to tell this guy enough is enough? Obviously not. Love a trash. Yep, that is very true. Thank you, Barbara. So obviously, dude walks away with his life. He just got shoved around, right? Most people, when they run in with law enforcement nowadays, aren't leaving with their life, as we saw with the 13-year-old kid this week. Even though, look, we do know he was running with a gun in his hand. He did chuck it, but hands up. What happens, man? You don't shoot. You just don't. I don't care. You don't see a gun, you don't shoot. Split-second decisions, they happen in life. Mistakes happen, but mistakes shouldn't lead to murder.
Well, let me ask you a question. At what point does the number of mistakes make it not a mistake? So if it was one mistake a year and everybody kind of looked at each other and said, well, okay, it's not my kid.
Yeah.
It's not my kid, but okay, it's one mistake a year. So let me ask you, Mr. GoStoner, if it was two mistakes a year, would the country let it slide?
Yes.
If it was 10 mistakes a year, would the country let it slide? If it's hundreds of mistakes a year, and it's now in our face every fucking minute.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Everybody is saying, okay, enough.
So what do you think about people's argument when they say, oh, the media is just trying to enrage you by this?
I think we can classify ourselves as part of media. We are social media.
Sure.
We are giving news based off of facts and our opinion and our educational background. Okay. So if I see something wrong and it's really wrong, you're damn right I'm going to put it out there to enrage you. Because if you're missing this, I have no problem putting right in front of your face going, please look at this.
Right.
Please
it's the old adage, right? If a tree falls in the forest,
doesn't make a sound if anybody's around to hear it.
We know from the Black community and other minority communities, even our own in the Jewish community, we understand what happens within our communities. They understand what happens in theirs. They have what's called the talk, which white kids never have to have or get from their parents. They get a different talk. It's about fucking people. The birds and the bees. That's the white kid talk. You know, the Mexicans and the Black people, they don't get the same talk as kids. They got to worry about, hands at 10 and 2 when you got to totally respect the law and shit like that. And my parents are like, fuck the system at the same time. So it's a different type of thing.
Let me ask you,
yeah,
right on the same thought process as that, but now look at it on the other end. You have somebody like what's his name, Sheriff Joe
Arpaio, in Mexico or Arizona, Arizona,
and you have people like who are the two black guys? They're twins, but they're like super Trump supporters. You know?
The sisters.
The guys.
The two. I don't even know. I don't even care. I've seen them before.
Yeah, I've seen them before, but
they're just doing it for the hype.
They are.
They don't believe what they're saying.
No, they're getting paid to do it. It's already been. Anyway.
I know Diamond and Silk. That's the one.
Diamond and Silk. Yeah, that's the two girls. But
again, all hype.
Then you have people like Candace
Owens.
Owens.
Yeah.
Now,
Again.
Why do Republicans love her? Because she's just regurgitating what they're saying, but everything she's saying goes against her. So I don't understand. That's like a Spanish person going, Trump's our guy. Did you not hear what he just said about you?
Do you know the biggest argument? Right. Do you know the biggest thing I would hear from people, and I'm sure you heard it whenever you spoke out against them, was he loves the Jews. Why would you hate Trump? Like, what? Oh, Jared Kushner's Jewish. He has a Jewish friend. It's like, yeah,
that's not how it
is
works.
That his one black friend? That doesn't fucking matter. It's what he does. Mm-hmm. Actions speak louder than words, and that is across the fucking board. I don't care what you're saying on Twitter. I don't care what you're fucking doing and in front of the cameras. But it's what you're saying behind the scenes. Is what you're doing behind the scenes. It's the moves you're making when nobody's watching type of fucking shit. And Trump was notorious for fucking doing shit like that.
Well, he was trying to manipulate every situation he could.
Rappers love Trump.
with Netanyahu.
Yeah.
Yes. And Benjamin Netanyahu is a huge corrupt politician.
A lot of people go, Jews love him. No, we don't.
No.
What are you talking about? We think he's a scumbag.
He's horrible. He's horrible. He sold all his people out for Trump.
Yeah, 100%.
That's a horrible thing.
So you haven't been paying attention, you said today. You said today you kind of took the day off, and you do know.
From about, I'd say, mid-morning on. So if anything happened after that, I've been oblivious.
Okay, so you do know in America there's been about 45 mass shootings in the last 30 days.
There's more. There was more today. Are you serious?
There's 3 more today. Wow is right, dude. And they're all different. They're not the same in scale. They're all kind of right. I just can't end it. One was at a fucking mall. Again, fucking. I don't know why anybody goes to a mall anymore. You're just fucking rolling the lottery right there. Amazon, bro. Amazon is. I'm always Amazoning from now on because of the shit. You got Kenosha. There was late in the morning. There was a shooting up there. About 3 are dead.
Kenosha,
Wisconsin. Yeah, another one in Kenosha where fucking their whole Rittenhouse thing took place. Right before we came on, there's something that happened with Rittenhouse. I don't know. It was breaking on Twitter. There's some bullshit about some donations people gave to his fund. I think you saw probably that. And then there was the other mass shooting that happened today. It's escaping me where it happened. But apparently, Austin, Texas. It was an old captain or a sheriff from the police department. And he apparently was a domestic violence issue. So 2 dead, maybe 3 dead on that one, but totally unrelated. We don't know what the other 2 were yet. But one was an ex-officer. Yeah, Texas, thank you. It's just enough. Like, at what point? And I saw an amazing argument today about this. We learned early when Sandy Hook happened, and there's been other mass shootings since. But when Sandy Hook happened, and they went with let's arm the teachers instead of let's do something about guns, that's when we knew the gun debate was just lost forever. Unless they flood the system with politicians that care, more guns for everybody.
Well,
right?
I think any politician who takes money from the NRA should be kicked out of politics.
100%.
They're a danger to the country. Therefore, they're a danger to their constituents. And again, I'm a gun owner. I am a licensed legal gun owner. And
yes.
I own more than one.
Yeah.
So I don't own 50. Like I'm not preparing for a small war.
No, we don't do that.
I own more than one.
Yes.
But so I agree. I think everybody should have a gun, protect your house, protect your loved ones. If you feel like you need to walk around and carry it in your purse, get a concealed carry license, walk around and carry it in your purse. I get it. Everybody needs to feel, but You got to
Yes,
ban these
they are
automatic weapons. You've got to ban these rifles. You've got to do it. And anyone who has access to it is a major criminal. End of story. End of
100%.
story.
100%. There's when they banned assault rifles under Clinton, it dropped, mass shooting deaths dropped 43% in that range from when he did it. When the GOP let it lapse in about 2004, I believe, maybe it was 2006, in that range, mass shooting gun deaths went up 220% and have been rising ever since. If there's not a direct correlation line between assault rifle ownership, like that assault rifle ban, and mass shooting deaths, I don't know what the fuck is, dude. It's so easy to mow down a crowd of people with an AR-15. And look, I go to a gun range with an AR-15 and I have a fucking blast because you know what?
Sure.
The gun's amazing.
Sure. That's what it should be for. Bro. So how about we do something like this? Make the gun ranges easily accessible. That's a great business. Maybe I'll go into the gun range business. I'll open up a gun range. Great. Yep. I love guns. Let's shoot at stuff. Let's have target practice. Let's have contests. Let's have fun. You want to buy a really dangerous warlike weapon? Okay, buy it and we'll store it at our facility for you under lock and key. You could come here and play with it whenever you want.
I love that idea. And I think they could. You're right. And I think they can make it more like a bowling alley or like a night out, like Top Golf or something. Have you played Top Golf?
You have a couple of drinks, you go with your friends, and you can go home. You know, nobody dies.
Nobody dies. You have a cool range. You have like points, you know, and it's all like calculated for you. Yeah. And at the end of the night, fucking, I got a 300, bro. I win. Drinks are on you, dickhead.
Right. When people go to a bar and play darts,
right,
nobody goes home dead. You don't kill each other with the darts.
You might go home with a dart, like in your hand, but that's only if an asshole does one of these.
Right, but that's a good story.
Right.
That's a good story.
At bowling, if somebody just rolls themselves down the lane or puts their hand in a thing.
That's a good story.
Stupidity causes injury. So let's keep the guns out of stupid people's hands and put them in smart people's hands, like you're saying, it like lock and key, goddamn genius. And it's not the government that has them; it's fucking Joe Schmo business owner.
Right?
Don't we love business?
I support gun owners. Again, I am one.
Yes, we got to make. We are libs with guns. We are two Jews libs that are loaded. We can't fit that all on a banner.
Common sense. You can have the best of both worlds, but why do you keep wanting to take the shit from the world too? Like, it's supposed to be the best from both worlds, not the shit from both worlds.
So true. I can't tell you how much fun I do have when I go to fucking gun ranges. I mean, they are a great fucking time.
I haven't been in a while, so maybe when the weather's nicer, we can go.
That'd be cool. There's where we live, we have outside gun ranges there, and we have indoor ones. The indoor ones are cool because you could rent whatever. I mean, outdoor ones are cool too, obviously.
Yeah.
I haven't been the one where you can rent. The ones around here, it's just you go to the middle of the fucking woods and there's a big a dirt mound and you just go fucking shoot a target that you you just go crazy. Shoot whatever you want. Cannon, sure, why not? It's cannon. Because you're in the fucking South. But at that point,
dual packing Jews.
Dual packing Jews. That's a good hashtag right there.
Pistol packing Jews.
So as you know, there's been 3 mass murders. So now I think we're almost up to 50 in the last month. So it's kind of crazy. So everything you're saying is correct. Let's lock those fucking things up, man. The Jews want them locked up, but we still want to have fun with them.
Let's have fun, sure. You got to do it with the Jewish accent. You go, well, I take a Glock 9, my Desert Eagle. I put a little smear of cream cheese. I sit down. I have some locks. Maybe we have some fun.
You have some fun, but you're gonna save a penny and a life.
We're gonna save a life. But nobody dies.
Nobody dies. See, these are the things we need to think about seriously in the world of fucking stupidity right now, because it really seems that's what we're living in.
Stupidity sells. Put
that on a fucking t-shirt. That's right. It's on stupid. Here is the message for the show today. Stupidity sells.
sells.
It sells in private prisons.
It sells.
Oh man, it was fun.
All these people are arguing for a capitalist economy, but they're prisoners in the capitalist economy and complain because they're overweight, undereducated, underemployed, and complain.
All the fucking above. You said something. You just said something, and maybe we could touch on this real quick about overweight. Bill Maher was getting destroyed on Twitter, and he talks about this a lot about obesity in our country and how it's a big issue. And I agree with him. I think it's a really big issue. I was an overweight person myself, and I know why. It was soda, just eating like a fucking asshole, and then understanding how you're supposed to eat as a human being. And I go, oh, so I don't eat 2 portion sizes. You just eat the 1. I get it. It makes, and I'm supposed to do stuff. See, I thought I could just eat hamburgers all day and sit on my ass. It doesn't work out. So anyway, apparently COVID deaths are almost a straight correlation to obesity in this country. Like 78% of COVID deaths are related to obesity. That is almost like a red flag to scream at you to see like, we have a problem in this country. Right. And
well, it's I get it. I know where you're going. I kind of jump. I'm sorry. My mind jumps.
Yeah, jump. Go.
It just boils back to this. This was a wake up call for all of us. Everybody had a moment to actually say,
love you, man.
What is fucking wrong in my life? What can I do differently in my life that's better? And everybody had that. There are still some people in denial, but everybody had that moment. And it's been a big thing. So for a lot of people, it was weight. It was overindulgence. It was, okay, is it really is it a medical disorder? Let's figure that out.
Is it an income inequality issue?
Right.
We saw that.
Yes. Is it really is this really all I can afford? Well, let's figure out ways that we can do things and help people. So this country was given a wake up call. Other countries kind of got their shit together and did things a little differently, but then again, they're not
because they were like this. They were like, you know what? We'll do it together.
We'll do it together.
Be patriotic.
We'll all care about each other because what happens to you is going to happen to me.
What?
In this country, the Republican motto is, hey, I'm really sorry it happened to you. Well, maybe I'm not sorry, but it didn't happen to me.
Wait, what is the saying? Do unto others.
Do unto others as you think they would have done to you, so you could do it first. So they would do it, and then
fuck them.
Yeah,
and fuck them, right? Dude, yeah, and those are religious people right back in your face with their fucking hypocritical bullshit. We're peace-loving people, but we want our freedoms, and I want to be able to breathe my sickness on you. And it's amazing. The one stat I found hilarious is flu is at its all-time low because of it. And even though COVID's way down, flu is down too because people have been wearing masks and social distance and shit like that. So
everything is being like cleaned all the time.
Right.
I mean,
yeah.
Think about it. Let's just think about it for a second. Shopping malls and food courts. Think about how filthy and germy. And you only saw one cleaning person because the mall would only hire one cleaning person.
Yeah, that's it. Or like 3 or 4, and they had
different shifts. But you ate at a table. Somebody came right down and sat after you. Then somebody came and sat right after them, and all those germs were sitting there, and sitting there.
That little kid that picked its nose and then wiped it on the bottom
on the table.
Yeah, it's now on your jeans.
So, but now everything is let's remove that. Let's remove that stupidity.
We have to.
Our way of life.
Man, fucking A. Well, dude, so you got anything going on this week? You talking about anything? It's 420 on Tuesday.
What?
What?
Maybe you could help me out here. I've been in the cannabis world for I don't know. I'd say a year now, a good solid year.
Okay.
In terms of social media, I decided to say hello to the world.
That's good, Brian.
But What is this 420 thing?
Stop it.
Somebody explain this to me. Like
you mean like the time or just the day that we all blaze, like the holiday?
Does 420 mean something?
It's just our
have something to do with cannabis?
Yeah, it's just our holiday where we all smoke chronic all day long. That's it.
No,
it's our Christmas.
I know. That's when Snoop Dogg is supposed to slide down your chimney and bring you a bud. Snoop. I posted this a year ago. Snoop Dogg is Santa Claus for 420.
Nice. Yeah, awesome. Got a blunt ready. Nice mashup. Fuck yeah, man. Are you doing anything special for 420?
I am. I gotta think it out because my crew. I think what would work will be like a set time, just be there, and everybody kind of has their shit ready to go. We all just light up at that exact moment, you know.
Nice, yeah. 420 or whatever.
no, I don't know if I could do it on 420, but as long as it happens that day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
So maybe at night. I just got to figure out when. You know, my schedule.
Gotta line up, you know, kids, you can never plan this shit. It's like, yeah, I would love to do 420, but they like to poop then too.
Somebody will fall down the stairs or something. Right.
They like to break things around the house, so I might have to fix that.
You can't have nice things when you have children.
No, I can't have nice things. That's why I have this beautiful background. That's not mine.
See that piano?
It's not mine.
I'm playing it right now.
Well, fuck, man. Do you got any dabs or anything you could do to celebrate 420 before we get out of here real quick?
Yeah, actually I do. I got my pen.
Yes. Cool.
Right. And I can just add something to it. It is actually freshly cleaned out.
Beautiful. What pen is that?
This is the Puffco Plus.
Okay. The Plus, the first, yeah.
I don't know if it's version 2. I don't know if it's version 2. But
okay.
I think I have a 1 and a 2. I just don't remember which one I bought.
Oh, nice.
Right, so
we got the dip device here. This is from Vape Dynamics. This is the Puffco killer in a sense. Yeah. It's half the cost. Just nice.
I got Moxie Alpine OG.
Ooh, Moxie. Good company.
Nice people too. I've had the pleasure of meeting a few of them, talking to a few of them.
You should hit them up. I know they're looking for help in the cannabis space. They're looking for people to work for them.
Yeah, they're growing.
Yeah, big time. They're a great company for sure. I just have some local Gorilla Glue shatter just loaded up in this fucker. Cheers, man.
I'm gonna show that.
Oh yeah, that's fucking fire right there.
Yeah.
Fucking tasty.
Right in there.
Well, thank you everybody for watching. We hope you're loading up and going to get lit with us at the end here to celebrate 420, since we will not see you until next week after 420. Mm-hmm. So get fucking lit. And hello, Michael. We're leaving.
Where's Michael? All right, you're just in time, Mike.
Just in time, Michael. Load it up. Get quick.
All right, you ready? You ready to go?
It's got to take a minute.
Oh, it's got to heat up?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, this one.
Some time.
This is pretty quick.
So I'm just while I'm doing this promoting I'm gonna be doing a Twitch stream on GoStoner 420 on Tuesday for 420. I'm gonna be playing MLB for a little bit. Just join me. I'm gonna be smoking, getting lit, and trying to figure out how to fucking play that game. That's all I'm doing this week. Oh, and a bunch of reviews on GoStoner on YouTube. So join me there. But that's all I'm plugging this week. This bitch is lighting up. And it will vibrate when it's ready to go. Actually, let's go to the high temperature. Let's get silly. We're going to go high. We're going to go big clouds to get out of here for 420. Okay. You should see the video I'm going to post for 420, bro. On Instagram, by the way. It's crazy. All right, you're all loaded up. Do you have to have that thing heat up?
No. I'm good. I'm at good temperature.
You're at peak temp?
I'm ready to go. You ready?
Yeah, man. Let's do this thing. All right.
Okay. Go. You didn't see my. You didn't see the smoke.
Because of the green screen.
Okay. That was good. It has such a good taste. It has almost like that. Almost has like you've had Slimer before.
Oh yeah.
It almost has like a Slimer taste to it.
Oh yeah.
So it's good. It's a nice taste.
That's a nice flavor right there. Well, thank you everybody for fucking joining. Cheers to all you out there. Thank you again. Stay fucking lit. For GoStoner The Blunt News.
Good night.
Good night, everybody. Peace.
Jewel.